Guys, I'm going to show you how to find the domain and range of any graph using rectangles. So let me just jump in. First thing you're going to do is you're going to enclose the graph in the smallest rectangle that you can. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting the sides on the rectangle. And there you have. Now this graph is enclosed in a rectangle. Now all I have to do is read the x-axis for the domain. So this is going to be a -7 to a +7. So that's going to be the domain. All right, if I were doing it in interval notation, it would be a -7 with a bracket, parenthesis, or comma, to a +7 with a bracket. Now, change the color for the range. So we're going to come down here and read this bottom. It's going to be a -3 to a +4. That would be the range. Interval notation would be a bracket, -3, comma, +4 bracket. All right, let's go to the next example. Same thing, we're going to put this in the smallest rectangle that we can. Has to be a rectangle. Can't be a trapezoid, it has to be a rectangle. Oops, I didn't go all the way down for that one. And then you're going to go all the way across. Once you get enclosed in the smallest rectangle that you can, you just read the x-axis for the domain, and that'll be a -7 over to a +8. Interval notation would be a -7 with a bracket, comma, 8 with a bracket. Now for the range, we're going to go from a -4 all the way up to a +8. So it'll be a -4 to a +8, and we would write it like this for interval notation. All right, that's it. Now I want to do one more example. Now this one has open circles, not closed circles. But we're going to do the same thing. We're going to enclose it in the smallest rectangle that we can. All right. Here we go. I just need to complete this side. And then the same thing for the domain. We're going to go from a -6 over to a +10. Now, the difference is this is an open circle, so we're not going to use a bracket. We're going to use a parentheses. Same thing here. This is an open circle, so we're going to use parentheses. If we were writing it in inequality notation, it's going to be a -6 x. So this is x is greater than a -6, but less than 10. Now let's do the final part, the range. So here, the minimum range would be a -9 all the way up to a +5. So if we were writing this, it would be a -9 to a +5, and because this is open, we're going to use a parentheses. Now this graph touches the 5 output line, so it's going to be a parentheses. If we were writing it in inequality notation, it would be a -9 y less than or equal to 5. That's how you would write it. Now, that's it, guys. Put it in a rectangle and then read the appropriate axes. Got it? Hope this helps.